Um, well, that doesn't seem right. Are we having issues today? I think we're having issues today. Not sure. Not entirely sure. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm having a rough start today, so things are just gonna be a little bit iffy today. So sorry about how rocky today is gonna be. Like yesterday was pretty rocky. I wasn't able to literally get anything done yesterday, so that kind of sucked. That kind of sucked a lot. This morning's kind of sucked a lot too, but hey, things gonna be okay. We actually have quite a bit to do, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna be moving at a snail's pace today just because this morning has been a little worse for wear. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but because it's personal and whatnot, but yeah. Did not enjoy this morning so far. Oh, and tonight we're me and my family are doing a session 0 for our first family D&D night. Super cool. Super cool. Hi, Ruby. You're pretty kitties. Ugh. I completely understand. Please, Crasher, for today, please, take your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. I am sorry you're not going to be able to join us today, but that's okay. I'm not upset in any way. I'll see you next Thursday, Crasher. Bye-bye. See you later. Now that that's a thing, I am going to... I know yesterday I said that we were going to, doing some things with the stream itself, and maybe a little bit of that, a little bit of game development itself, depending on, yes, thank you so much, you too. Brain catching up to where I was. Because it's so easy to derail my brain. But, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do some stream, upgrading the stream a little bit today. Probably gonna be the first part of what we're doing today. So, I'm sorry, it's not gonna be entertaining or informative today. So, I apologize to anybody who's still lurking around, because apparently I have lurkers, and I did not realize that until like yesterday or something like that. So all you lurkers out there, I love you. Keep lurking. You are awesome. Just so you know, I'm pretty much a lurker and most social media anyways, myself. So, you guys are awesome. just sit here and listen to me talk to myself. That's okay. I do a pretty good job of talking to myself anyways. Alright, so I am probably gonna smoke real quick and then we'll get started. Just because I didn't have time to smoke before I jumped this stream. Because I literally had to go deal with something outside the house for a little bit before stream started. And basically I was rushing to get the stream ready on time today, so we almost didn't have one today, or at least it probably would have been late today, which that would have sucked. But we made it. So please excuse me while I go ahead and smoke real quick. Then we'll go ahead and get started, because my nerves are shot and I really need to like just calm down for like a second. Blah. Got some Scooby snacks out of that. Blah. Or at least that's what I call them. I think my Metamore found that funny. That's what I called them. Also, I want to make it apparent to anybody who's not familiar with my channel and everything that the music that's playing right now is from an indie game. Hopefully this information's in my description. I put it in my OBS settings and everything. I'm not sure if it actually translated to YouTube. I'll probably have to check that out sometime. Actually, that might be a thing we do today. Just so I can make sure that that's set up for future. Because today is upgrading the stream day. Because, ooh, actually, that's not a bad idea. We'll have one day where it's upgrading the stream until the stream is fully upgraded. To the point where I like it. And we'll have a day where we're upgrading the game. And, you start asking, hey, Malice, what happened to the, Let's Play streams? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ooh, too big. Oh, my brain just dropped all information. What was it? What was I saying? I got so sidetracked by moving my thing. I've lost it. And now I don't have anybody to tell me where I was. No! That's okay. It's okay. Oh, right. The Let's Plays. That's where I was. Malice, what happened to the Let's Plays? Well, you see, last week when I did the Subnautica Let's Play and everything, I kind of found out that on the inside, I had a feeling like I'm supposed to be a game development channel, and I'm not doing game development stuff, and it made me feel all kinds of wrong inside. So I'm like, yep, no, we're not doing that now. Like, I might make some Let's Play videos and have that as a playlist or something in my channel, so that way it promotes indie games more and whatnot. Yeah, but no, I don't think I can do that on stream. A, it gets me super sidetracked. B, it's not as productive as I would like it to be. And C, it just makes me feel awful inside because it kind of goes against the nature of the channel is what it's supposed to be. So I am just not going that route on streams anymore, just because, yeah, it's cool. I kind of enjoyed it and everything, and it's a lot less taxing on my mental state and my anxiety and whatnot, but it also makes me feel awful about saying, hey, I'm a game developer and I'm not developing a game. So, serious imposter syndrome issue there. So, that's why we're changing it up. Sorry, it was not I was announcing it to be one way and then completely different the next week. And it's been kind of flip-flopping for the last couple weeks. So I'm sorry for that. I'm super sorry for that. But, we're figuring it out. It's kind of the beginning process of the channel. It's okay. And I'm just sitting here chatting away while there's nothing happening on the screen. But that's okay. I do need to, like I said, today we're upgrading the channel. So today's an upgrade the channel day. And I know I just repeated myself. I'm sorry. Still haven't finished my smoke yet. But I also gotta entertain you guys. So I hope you're entertained. I'm kinda entertained. Oh. Okay. I was kinda hoping we'd have, somebody actually that while we were figuring out some of the stream elements today, so we could actually get the chat on screen. But my most active viewer just can't be here today, so that might actually have to wait till next week. Actually, the more I think about it, because there's very limited what I can do here without somebody responding to me like, how does it look on the other end? Or... Wow, so this stream is already off to a big mess. Jeez. No, not that. Me. Move me. Chat window over here. Jeez. Maybe I should make my chat window a little bit... There we go. Alright. Okay. Now my face is in the middle of the code. I hope you all like that. Can you see the code? Can you see the code? Am I in the way? Only a lot of it, Malice. You're only in the way a lot of it. So we're gonna just shrink you down just a smidgen. Shove you over here. I could do a different thing where... Here, actually, let's smooch that down a little bit. Maybe? Maybe. Let's see. Actually, nope. Nope. Oh, wait, I can do that? Okay, that might be something I look into in a second. Yeah, okay. Gonna be figuring this all out today. So hopefully the stream looks better in the coming weeks. My Ruby's being weird over there. She is a runt of the litter, and she's got attitude. She's adorable. I love my cat. Even though she's a complete little troublemaker. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because we're not doing the game development today and everything, which we might do a little bit later if I have time from my schedule, I might just put this up. For now. Actually. Oh, this is gonna eat into my performance, but it'll be visually better for you guys. So, enjoy that. Yeah, we're gonna just eat into my performance at all the way here, actually. Target frame rate, we'll just do 30. We're gonna do 50 scale. There. It doesn't look like absolute crap. Even though it never actually looked like absolute crap. I mean, to be honest, I absolutely love this thing. They even, like... Okay, so... Just so you know, because I can't help stop talking about this game, because this game is pretty cool. I really enjoy it. Because even though I don't necessarily use a lot of the management tools all that often, I do use them. Just the fact that I can sit here and change the sounds to whatever I want. Create whatever atmosphere. And choose different playlists. And I think they're adding some more as they develop, even though I will say their development and updates have slowed down over the months, but that's because they're focusing on bigger updates, not necessarily like a consistent flow of smaller updates. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit more space between the updates and whatnot, but yeah, it's amazing. You can even just like jump into YouTube and add a lo-fi thing, or if that lo-fi is not your thing, you have a different music you'd like to just pop in here. Just do that, and I honestly haven't tried it myself yet. We might try it at some point and like put some video game lo-fi on here and whatnot. But I don't know how that works with copyright and everything, so that's one of the reasons why I went with this as the music. A, because I love it. B, because the developers themselves like, hey, you want to use this in your streams, please do. And I'm like, yeah, no, I will advertise the crap out of your game because you said use it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sit here and make you guys known as the best to my ability, because this game is awesome. Uh-oh, that was my chore list. You all have peeked into my chore list. Oh no! Alright, back to actually doing things. Gonna go into my overlays. Gonna go ahead and edit the stream. Maybe I'm running a little too much. My PC is probably screaming at me like, please stop hurting me. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just glad that... I'm just super glad that... Hold on. Copy. Link. I want to do this one thing real quick. Properties. I go. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out what is up with that. I don't know what that means. Stupid. No, no, no. That's not how that should go. I'm gonna squish you. About that much. Maybe that much. Maybe it goes down here. I know, I'm moving all over, a bunch of stuff all over the place, and it's probably like, ugh, just to people and everything. I apologize. I apologize. Actually, I'm gonna pull up Godot, see where I am on everything. Oh my goodness. I'm like in the... I am in the way of a lot of stuff. Oh, I'm terrified of pulling up Blender right now. Like, oh my goodness. Am I gonna break my PC if I pull up Blender? Not like right now while everything else open, but like, if I close Godot, is my PC gonna be able to handle running VSeeFace, Spirit City, the web browser, and wait, can I get away with running the YouTube side of the stream on my phone? That's a test for next week. I'm not doing that in the middle of this stream because that would mean I'd have to disconnect and blah blah blah. But no, I'm not doing that. But I did put YouTube Studio on my phone today, so that would mean that I would be able to use that on my phone, right? Right? Theoretically. Sorry. You're gonna hear me just brainstorm a lot. I apologize. I apologize. I like to info dump, like, everything, so even things that I don't want to talk about, I'll even end up info dumping about. It's compulsion. It is a compulsion. But I have worked on it as best as I can. And even though it won't go away entirely, because I think that's part of who I am, I have at least been able to curb it, at least somewhat, so that way it wouldn't. I don't info dump all the time now. Instead, I just info dump frequently instead of all the time, which, admittedly, probably doesn't seem like a win to most people, but hey, to me, it's a win. Because having small wins kind of, it can help make or break your day. And if you're getting caught up on all the bad stuff, you're going to eventually shut down. Or at least I shut down. Because I just can't. I reach a so sorry. I reach a point and now that I finally got to be able to start talking again instead of coughing, I've been so sidetracked that I forgot what I was saying. Back to what we're doing. Oh, no. Hey, what's going on with my model? Hey, model, what you doing? Hey, model, what you doing? Oh, I think my VSeeFace just crashed entirely. I'm just gonna just stand here for a second, looking like I'm broken. Give me a second. I'm gonna disappear for a second. Oh no, Malice has disappeared. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Clickety clickety. Hey, look at that. I'm back. Back to editing things. Because I had me a drink of my coffee, and now I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my chat. Can I refresh this? Refresh. I 942 by 3060. 60. Two. No. Yep. By 360. Oh, that was the other way around. 360 by 942. Oh my goodness. How about no? No. No, I want you to scoochie. No! Well, this is turning out awful. Okay, so... what's that bit about? And it won't move, so I can't do. Okay. I'm having difficulties with this. Group, duplicate, delete. Just gotta... ooh. Yay. I get to do that. Okay. Save. Save again. Alright. Copy the URL again. Slap that bitty buddy bud into my... into my OBS. Can I download this and have it as a local file? That would be interesting. Oh, whoa, there's more options. Okay, so give me a second. Shut down source when not visible. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Yes, please. Read access to OBS status information. Access user information. Basic access. Save. Replay buffer. Save advanced access. No. Custom CSS. Oh, okay, that's just styling the thing. Wait, if I could do custom CSS here, then couldn't I theoretically just build the overlay myself and just plug it in? Well, now I just feel like I want to do that instead of using Stream Elements. Because when I... Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Having a little bit of difficulty talking today. Did I bring my water bottle with me? Nope. I did not. I did not bring my water bottle at all. So that's my fault. Alrighty then. So, Nope. Nope. Not what I want. Oh my god. Oh. Well, if... well, if that's the case... well, if that is the case... Jeez, I just really... Actually, I'm just gonna scooch over here. That's good. Allows me to wobble back and forth a little bit. Dip-a-dip-a-dip-a. Nope. I'm gonna stretch it all out. Yeah. That looks awful. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That looks awful. That just looks absolutely awful. So let's just like scratch it back a little bit. And I resetted it. But now it's just super tiny. It's hard to see what I'm doing on here. How informative is that? Nope, we gotta have to do full size. And I still can't get my chat to function. We'll have the chat right here. Nope. I did say that one thing. Nope. You. Come here. Put you there. Put me here. Put this here. And yeah, is that gonna get in the way of my scripts and everything? Script, which you call it? I can hand this up, so it'll work. We'll make it work. Okay? Maybe? Yeah? Okay. We will make it work. Oh, yeah. Even though it'll probably take a lot of time, we will make it work. Oh, my throat is giving me all kinds of issues today. I apologize. So, can I figure out what's wrong with my chat right now? Ugh. Can I? No? Yes? Maybe? Wonder what kind of sound effects I should probably have for the chat too when things happen. The fact that the chat is on the right side, maybe I should have it aligned to the right. Whoa. Holy crippity crap. Let's do that. And that. So, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably end up making my own elements for the stream at some point. But for right now, I'm gonna go with the easier stuff just because I need some kind of progress. What is this? Probably just been sick of just listening to me chat by myself here. I hope not. And okay, so while I'm trying to do a little bit research into why my stream stuff is doing the things that it's doing, I seen this video. This title is or not its title, but in the clip art, it just sits there and says prototypes need to be ugly. First things I saw, and I'm like, and my first thought is, yes, I agree 100%. These are prototypes. They don't have to be beautiful. You're not putting forth the artistic effort into making the games pretty. We're not doing that right now. We gotta make sure we know how to make sure it all works. And you know what? Just throwing in a bunch of like free assets into your prototypes, just like, here's my physical representation of it. Just that way I can get things to move. So that way I can be doing testing. So that way I can do debugging. I can, you know, do all that. And then when you start having those bits down and everything, then the next thing you need to be working on is building the world. Or not building the world that you play in, but gray boxing. Gray boxing the world that you're building and everything. And then after that, you gotta be testing how your character runs or does its movement within the environment. Unless, you know, that's not what kind of game you're making. All right, but it's super important that no matter what you're making with the game, that you're not spending all this time to be fancy at the beginning of it. And and I have to say, that oh, I need to look at that so I can stay on track. I have to say that if aesthetics were important at all at the beginning of prototyping, gray boxing, any of that stuff and everything, then I probably would have leaned on that immediately within my streams, because I am more on the artistic side. The reason why we're having such a roadblock right now is because I'm trying to tackle the technical side, and I have a big mountain that I am climbing and deconstructing and moving in order to learn that side of things, because I'm less familiar with it than I am with the artistic side. But it's kind of cool though at the same time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie, I also have a lot to learn when it comes to the artistic side. I'm no professional. I will admit that. I am no professional. But, yeah. I need to figure out, how to... Chat box. Yes. Figure out how I get that in. Probably the same process, but I just kind of want to be more specific. Do, 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 do. Okay. Well, I'm not doing anything as big as the intermission screen yet. And the people are gonna be like, well, why not? Well, because there's a lot of decision making that goes into doing a lot of. Oh, you guys are missing part of the conversation because you don't even know what I'm looking up. But at the same time, I'm just like, look, I can only handle so much at one time because of my life and everything. And I am learning how to do the streams, which admittedly I probably should have done before I started. I mean, I did learn some of it like a year ago or something like that. This is not my first time I wanted to actually be a content creator, but I had a lot of mental blocks with all that as I went. And now I got to, I just hit a moment in my life where I'm like, I have to be doing this. If I don't just jump in feet first, I'm gonna be too scared to even start. So this is me fumbling as hard as I can in the beginning of my content creation and everything. Just that way I can make sure I can hold myself accountable and actually do the things that I need to be doing and everything. And look, I'll make a fool of myself. I'd rather make a fool of myself and seem silly and or whatever than and it be very apparent that I am and it be apparent that I'm a beginner. Then I'd rather do that than fake confidence. The fake what I know what I'm doing and all that. And I feel like if I started out with all the fancy overlays and all that stuff and everything, you're not gonna get that sense from me. You're gonna get like, hey, this person is trying to be the same as everybody else. And I kind of don't want to do that. I kind of want to I kind of want to build my stream how I want it to look. There's a chance that even if I start out with some super basic elements within my stream and everything, like the chat overlay and the extra scenes and whatnot, like those will be like super basic starting out at but after that, I'll probably be taking some time to, like, design those elements myself. But before I get there, there's also a couple other hurdles I want to jump over first. And that's why we're going to go with super, super basic stuff at the moment, because I am still learning. And I'd rather you see me learn than you take me as a... instead of me being a, using false confidence and, me having false confidence and everything, and you taking me as authority figure, which would put me in a weird position where I would have to act like an authority figure, or just be completely humiliated. Or just be completely humiliated because I was trying to act like an authority figure when it'd be very obvious that I wouldn't be. No matter what, and I'd rather be humiliated in the sense that it's like, hey, there's this silly girl who's an amateur who's just fumbling around. Like, I'd rather that be my humiliation than oh, look at this fake person sitting here doing being such acting like they're such a know-it-all and all this and blah 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 blah. No. That sounds awful. I do not want that. So sorry. Blah, da, 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 da. Did I mess up on that part? Is that what I'm missing? That might be what I'm missing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gave my PC too much to load. Its CPU's freaking out. I hear my music cracking. Oh no. Maybe I need this in my thing for it to work. Is that what it was? Can I refresh this real quick? Refresh. No, it's... oh. I am having... Wow. My voice is just taking a hit today. Whew. My streams are doing horrible at first. But that's okay. Do 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 do. Okay, maybe I need to... yeah, we're gonna just... We're just gonna stop. Wait, what? Yay, level 40! Holy crap, I've been playing this too much. I literally just, like, sometimes just leave that on while I'm just, like, doing chores and stuff. Okay, maybe my PC can breathe a little bit now. And you're gonna hear every little bit of me coughing today because I am having such troubles with my voice. That's okay though. We'll figure it out. Do 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 do. Do ba do ba do do. Do 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 ba do do. Do ba do ba do do. Do 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 do. Okay. You probably don't like me clicking in your ears. I just now thought of that. I'm so sorry. Your poor ears. All of your poor ears. I'm so sorry. I don't have the clickiness and the stimulating sounds in the background now. Now I'm sad. I really knew I really need to find a way to figure out how to run the things I want to run without putting my poor PC through the ringer. Because even though it can handle quite a bit in the graphics department, I think I stress it out with it in the CPU department. This poor CPU is probably screaming at me. What are you doing to me? And I'm like, sorry. I'm sorry. Do. Ugh. Yeah, they got all kinds of stuff, but I don't want any of that. Hi, Ruby. Pretty kitty. You little troublemaker. That's all super high techy. I'm not trying to do that. Can I get to the part? Wait, what? Extract. Wait. Oh, that's a step that I don't need to listen to. I feel like I had to do a little bit more studying before I actually do. Why do I always come to my streams so ill prepared? Because life happens and you're sitting there like, I'm gonna do it when I can get to it. Everything, it's gonna be okay. And I'm like, no, it's not okay. I am very ill prepared. Well, I mean, today I was kind of rushed this morning because of a thing that was going on in my life. So I don't think I can excuse myself for today, but at the same time, I also shouldn't beat myself up. Pretty kitty, Ruby. You literally just been listening. Everybody, anybody's watched this one is literally just watched me talk and move things around. Oh, yesterday and today has been so unproductive. Unproductive. It very unproductive. I'm very upset with it. Although, come to think of it, the Let's Plays were pretty unproductive too. Have you been having fun listening to me ramble on? Well, if you have, just know that I've been having fun rambling on to you guys. Not about it's not a very substantive thing that I'm rambling on about, but I have been rambling on. I might actually do another, like a test stream that's going to be unscheduled or something. I don't know. I also need to put in some of my other socials and everything into my description or something, so that way you all can like we could actually build like a community chat thing. I will say that everything that I do will be public though. It's not none of it's gonna be private because yeah, I have some moral standings about private spaces with content creators. Well, what about paid world content? I don't plan on doing paid world content. That's awful. Why? You put up paywalls. Yeah, you can make some money. Well, at the same time, you're creating a paywall. And I don't know if you noticed this, but here in America, we're heading straight for a depression. Not even a recession, a straight up depression. Nobody's gonna have money. Nobody's gonna be able to like pay for any of the things I could do. And, and that's another thing. It's like, well, how do you get your word out and everything about your product if you can't get people to pay for your stuff? Well, you make it for free. Like, if if my game ever um makes it out of development hell, which once again, scope of my game way too big. Do not make a game with a scope this big unless you have at least a double A company. Hell, even triple A companies would probably be struggling with this concept. Like, it's insane. The scope is too big. You don't do it. You don't do it. It's not a good idea. But here's the thing, though. If it ever makes it to where I can at least have a continent in the game playable and everything, then I will release it as a free like alpha or beta or whatever. And if it was to ever like outside my wildest dreams ever be fully realized and fully created, I'm gonna tell you right now, hackers and crackers, you wouldn't have any trouble with my stuff because I'll make sure that I would make sure that there's a free version out there somewhere. You'd have to go find it, but I would make sure there's a free version out there. And the paid version, the one that would actually be in stores and whatnot, I think I'd only be like asking for like 20-25 bucks, something like that. I don't like having high barriers of entry. I'm a person who believes that education should be free. I believe that healthcare should be free. I believe that when a game is old as crap, you should be able to have access to it, especially for those of us who've paid for it like 2, 3, 4, 5 times over the years of our existence, just because we love that game and we want it in our to be able to play it and have like nostalgia and stuff. Or hey, what if we have some old games that could maybe inspire the younger generation? Having them free makes it a way to where, or having access to that is kind of important, or at least in my eyes. So even if I finish a game, there will be a free version out there, no matter what. But I swear I'd probably spend the rest of my day trying to do some coding or something, just so I can make some progress on a game. So I'm feeling very self-conscious about the fact that there's no progress on it in a day. I'm also feeling self-conscious about there not being progress on the channel for a day. Whew, I got a lot to do. Um, by the way, If anybody sits there and suggests, well, why don't you use AI to sit there and speed up your development process? F no. Like, this may seem really contradictory for some people. Like, I don't think piracy is a bad thing. But generative AI is theft. It may feel very contradictory and everything, but like if you have let's say you have a pirated game or a free version of the game. You have very no cost entry there's no paywall to prevent you from accessing that. And if there is a paid version of it, it may be that they just wanted the free version just that way, and because they don't have the money to get the paid version. Or hey, because eventually most people who love a game, if it does well, and if you get to play it and test it and try it out yourself for with a free version, then if they love it, they will pay for it again. Like I said, I've had old school games that I have paid 3, 4, 5 times over. People will pay for a game that they've already had in their possession. That's not a stopping point. There's also the fact that I've been rambling on again. But basically, generative AI, like, people sit there and be like, well, you can have amazing art skills and all this fun stuff and coding skills if you sit there and use generative AI. You know that there's free ways of doing all that stuff yourself. Yes, it means putting time and effort, and yes, it means learning a skill, and yes, it's gonna take time, and yes, it's gonna be painful while you're learning and everything, especially the first steps, but you're not stealing people's work. Like, a pirated game, a free version of a game being accessible, that's free advertisement. Somebody's gonna see you playing that, get interested in it, and they'll probably go buy it. If the person who pirated it or got a free version of the game in some way or got it from a friend or whatever, they'll love it. And if they want a version of that themselves and everything, they'll buy it. It's just how humans work. We build an attachment to something, we'll want to see it succeed. So why hurt the player base? That's where I stand on the piracy standpoint. But with generative AI, it doesn't have its own consciousness. It doesn't take inspiration. It just regurgitates the what it's fed. It's sickening and disgusting, and it's hurting the artists. And for every person who thinks that they're an artist with generative AI, you're fooling yourself. Because you're just typing things in a prompt. Even with digital art, you actually still need to learn how to draw. You still need to actually learn how to use color theory. You still need to learn about shapes. You need to learn about form, volume, and like how light bounces off things and how animation moves. With AI, you're not learning anything. You're just the next version of the iPad generation at that point. Generative AI makes us dumber. So don't fall for that shit. Just don't fall for it. Take the time, take the effort, experience a little bit of pain in the growing pains for learning the new skill. And if you can't learn it that well, pay somebody who can do it. Jesus criminy. Sorry, little rant on my own. And right at the end of the stream. I have literally just been chatting here by myself. I'm sorry, people. You're all wonderful. Uh what I normally say at the end of my streams. We went over a little bit today, but we're not gonna go over too much because I got some things I need to like stop and process and whatnot and figure out before I can hopefully I have a lot more material, or at least some material for you guys by the next stream. I apologize if the this week has possibly felt a little bit lackluster, but at least it was within the realm of what the channel is about. So I feel like that is at least a step in the right direction, and I'm gonna take that little win because we all need the little wins. Count your little wins. We all need it. Down with generative AI. Bully your local Nazi. I'm sorry, those are random things that are on my like I don't condone violence and everything, and I don't like being aggressive because when I was a child, I was super angry person and everything, and let's just say older me is kind of upset at younger me for being that angry. But there are some things that are justifiably angry to be angry about. Hate speech is not free speech; it is oppressive speech. Well, and every no, I'm gonna go on another tangent if I don't stop here. I'm so sorry. I'm stopping here. Go hug your loved ones. Go hug your kids. Pet your pets. Hug them. Give them kisses. Tell your friends that you love them. Not romantically, of course. I mean platonically. Go just normalize loving each other. Normalize exercise that empathy muscle, okay? It doesn't come natural to all of us. Exercise your empathy muscle. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Use as much context of that person you can in order to see where they're coming from. We need to exercise our empathy muscles. And I know it sounds really, really backwards after I just sit there and said, bully your local Nazi. But Nazis need to be bullied because they don't understand what empathy is. They're like little sociopaths that think that putting their boot on somebody else's neck is going to give them some kind of power. It's the opposite of what I want to form. And the only person that should be bullied is a Nazi. Because Nazis are not good people. But your friends, your family, show them that you love them. Because we're not guaranteed a tomorrow. Especially with the Nazis around. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow. We're not guaranteed that we're going to even be in our home country the next day. People are being disappeared off the streets. It's insane. Love your neighbors, love your friends, love your family. Platonically, of course. Except for your romantic partners. Definitely don't give up your romanticism with that. But go touch grass. Go live life. I love you all. Have a wonderful life. See you next week.